Hello everyone, welcome to Pay News. A breaking news from the US House. The House passes $8.3 billion in coronavirus emergency funding. The House on Wednesday overwhelmingly passed a measure for $8.3 billion in emergency coronavirus funding. The bill, titled the Coronavirus Preparedness and Response Supplemental Appropriations Act 2020, passed 4152 under suspension of the rules, a means of fast-tracking non-controversial bills. Two Republicans, Andy Biggs of Arizona and Ken Buck of Colorado, voted against the bill. It would provide more than $3 billion in fund for research and development of vaccines, therapeutics, and diagnostics. About $2.2 billion would go to the Centers for Disease Control and Preventions, which on Wednesday reported at least 129 coronavirus cases in the US. Nearly $1 billion of the $2.2 billion would go to the state and local health agencies through grants to help handle the outbreak. Health officials now report 11 COVID 19 deaths in the US, including the first in California on Wednesday. The funding is close to what Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer proposed last week. It's also more than three times higher than what President Donald Trump requested. Trump previously accused Schumer of playing politics through the president said the US is going to spend whatever is appropriate for fight the outbreak. If they want to give us more money, that's okay. We will take more money, Trump said last week. On the other hand, freelancers and self-employed are being left behind. The government coronavirus planning IPSC has warned. The association raised the problem while employees can be guaranteed sick pay when they self isolate or if their office closes. Freelancers and the self employed do not have the same security and risk losing income. The association has called on the government to issue guidance specific to freelancers and also set up an emergency fund to support self employed people who lose income because of the coronavirus outbreak. Andy Chamberlain, Deputy Director of Police at IPSE, the Association of Independent Professionals and Self-Employed, freelancers and the self-employed must not be left behind in planning for the coronavirus outbreak. They are at particular risk because, unlike most employees, they are not eligible for sick pay if they have to self-isolate or their client office closes. Freelancers must not be an overthought in government planning. They should not be left to choose between their health and their income because they do not have sick pay. IPSC has written to the health secretary calling on him to urgently issue guidance for freelancers. We have also called on him set up an emergency fund to support freelancers and contractors who cannot avoid losing income because of the outbreak. If you are a freelance, you should not put yourself more at risk just because you are self-employed. Start discussing arrangements with your client now. Plan your income for the next few months carefully and, if possible, prepare to work remotely. Crucially, through whether you are an employee or a freelancer, health comes first. In India, 29 cases have been confirmed inside the country, including 3 who have recovered. Many of the cases are linked to a group of travelers from Italy, the hardest hit country in Europe. Health Minister Harshvardhan said authorities in the country have advised cautions but have not raised the alarm. Vardhan told lawmakers in the parliament Tuesday that public health authorities are focusing on India's core capacity for disease preparedness and responses. A special request from Pay News Media Group to all citizens of US and India. Please be safe from this coronavirus effect. Thank you for joining us. Stay connected with Pay News Media Group for more updated news across the world.